Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's make some stewed gandules with green banana dumplings. This is a very old Puerto Rican recipe that's super delicious and very hearty, and it's a good alternative if you want to break away from making regular stewed beans. So let's get into it. So I'm going to start by making these gandules in a similar way as if I were making regular Puerto Rican beans. So I have a hot pot here and I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and I'm gonna add some chopped summer sausage. I get these at Aldi's. I like it because they come in little sticks, so they're very easy to chop up and they preserve very well. This is very similar to salchichón, but more affordable. You can also use some diced cooked ham and even some bacon. That'll work really well too. So I'm gonna cook up my sausage a little bit until it's nice and golden, and then I'm gonna throw in about 1.5 tablespoons of my fresh homemade sofrito. And by the way, I have 2 videos on my channel on how I make my sofrito. My very first video was a traditional authentic sofrito, and a couple weeks ago I made a video on how to make a basic sofrito recipe. So be sure to check them out if you haven't already. So after I've sauteed my sofrito a bit, I'm gonna add a little over 1 tablespoon of tomato sauce. And then I'm gonna add half a packet of Goya pork Sazón. And I'm only using half a packet because unlike beans, gandules have a very strong flavor. So we don't want to overdo it with the sazons because it's gonna be too much. So just half a packet. And I'm also gonna use half a packet of regular Goya Sazón. You can use the whole packet of this sazón. I think it'll be fine, but I do find that a little less is more. And then I'm gonna add 1 can of gandules with its liquid because the liquid has flavor. And I'm using El Jibarito brand, but you can use any brand you like. And then I'm gonna fill up my can with water about 3/4 of the way and throw that in there. I say it's comparable to about 1 cup of water. I just wanna add enough water to cover my gandules and a little more because I'm gonna make some green banana dumplings, so I want to make sure there's enough liquid for that. I'm gonna stir everything up, and at this point the broth, it already tastes really good. So I'm gonna check for salt. I'm gonna change my spoon because I found that it could use a little more salt, but as always you adjust everything according to your taste. So once I've mixed everything up, I'm going to cover my gandules and I'm going to cook them over medium heat for about 20 minutes. Now while my gandules are cooking, I'm going to make my green banana dumplings known as Bolitas de Guineo Verde. You can also use a green plantain and you're going to get a very similar result. So to peel my banana, I'm going to start off by trimming off the ends, and then I am going to slice the arch side of the banana down the middle and peel away. And before you peel, a little tip: oil up your hands really good, especially around your nails and your fingertips, because the peel of the green banana and also green plantains will discolor them. It'll turn them kind of gray, so be sure to oil up your hands before you do this. And then using the small whole side of my grater, I'm gonna grate away my banana. It's gonna be tempting to wanna use the larger holes, but you're not gonna get the same result. You're not gonna get the same texture and consistency because as you see, as I grate my banana, it's like a very doughy, kind of slimy texture. And also be very careful because it's very slippery and you wanna be sure to not cut yourself. So see, as you can see, it is nice and doughy, perfect texture for dumplings. Alright, now it's time to make our bolitas de Guineo Verde. I'm going to remove the lid from my pot, and as you can see, I've only been cooking this for about 15 or 20 minutes, so none of the liquid has reduced. If yours did a little bit, add a little water. You want to be sure that you have enough liquid to cover and cook your green banana dumplings. So I have my green banana dough here, and using my spoon, I'm going to add about a tablespoon at a time inside my pot. I'm going to use my spoon to try to make a cohesive dumpling as best as I can. It does not need to look pretty. It just needs to be kind of put together. So yeah, I was able to make 6 of these, which is really good considering that I had a very small banana. And a very important note, after you add your dumplings, do not stir your pot because you're going to run the risk of having your dumplings fall apart. So once you put them in your pot, again, do not stir your pot. The heat from your stew is going to do all of the cooking. So after I put them all in, I'm going to cover my pot and let it cook for an additional 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, this is the result. It came out so delicious. You have to try this recipe. It's such a nice change from regular beans. And the best part is the starch from the green banana thickened up the broth so nicely, making it super rich and hearty. And that is all for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below if you're going to try this recipe or if you've already tried it, and let me know what you pair it with. I like to pair mine with some white rice, and I added some chuleta, a little bit of aguacate, and it was perfection. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell because a new video will be out every week. Until next time.